Alright, I've got all the servos mounted here. We've I got the wires run nice and snug up around the front here. I was able to get them tucked in just underneath the front of the frame here. You can see they just kind of go under the frame and then back around. That leaves me with just enough wire here to allow for the BeastX to be installed on this front tongue here. I was able to get the servos all labeled here as well. And one nice thing too is when you lay them through here, when they're all labeled, you can have them all lined up so that they fit in the BeastX in the appropriate order here. And when you do get them in the appropriate order, you can count, see the dots, you can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, and it actually spells the word tape. Tail, aileron, pitch, elevator, and then the speed controller as well. So that's a nice little tip for when you're lining this up. If you're going to mount it this way, just get the tape and you'll be good to go. The next thing we'll do is get the BeastX mounted. Now the satellite receiver that came with the stock large lead here, so I don't know the exact length. I think it's almost a foot long, so I did have to get it all bundled up. I just heat shrinked it and tucked it along the inside frame. You know, I think this is something that we could replace with a short, you know, one of the 6-inch ones there. So we'll have SOHCKing do that on his own, I guess. He can just replace this for that one here, but it should be pretty easy to swap that out when he gets it. So yeah, so very simple, clean cut wiring. I went ahead and put a zip tie here with heat shrink on it just to snug the wires up underneath here. So it makes for a pretty clean installation when it's done. The wiring is hidden pretty well. We'll put the satellite receiver right in the middle here so that the antenna can poke out either side. One thing too, and I think some of you guys may have seen some of these threads floating around on HeliFreak. With the satellite receivers, this side here is the only side that's the actual antenna. This side here is a ground plane for that as well. There really wouldn't be a big issue with folding this way and tucking it in, or mounting it in such a way where the antenna has clearance, however you're going to do that. I'm just going to keep them both straight out like this and heat shrink them so that they come out either side. That's how I did it on mine as well. Makes for plenty of room for clearance for when the canopy is mounted on there as well. So a nice clean place to tuck that in. So go ahead and stay tuned for more videos. We'll get the BeastX installed. We'll do the servo horns while we're doing step G on this guy here, because that's where we'll be able to set our mechanical 90 degrees so we can build up our links for the head as well. So stay tuned for that, and we'll get the rest of this bird built up, and I'll walk through pitch setup. I know he was wanting me to do a couple of videos about pitch setup with the Micro Beast, and you know, the infamous 6 degrees at blue and all of that good stuff. I know I did a pretty lengthy BeastX video when I did the T-Rex 250 for OC Fly, so I don't know if I'll go through every single step because I already have a video out there that has all that information in there, but I'm going to cover some of those key points. A little correction, it's not SOHCKing, it's SOHK or SOHCKing. It stands for Single Overhead Cam. I think he's part of a car club for that, so I just wanted to make that correction as well. So that's what we have here for servo installation and wire routing, and we'll move on to electronics installation after that. Thank you.